extremely careful. I have, like I said, quite a years of experience in doing this. I used to do this all the time at the shop and for my customers at Men's Warehouse and Joseph A. Banks. So I can get pretty quickly doing this, and they had to do it real quickly too because they want their clothes done like now kind of thing. And I had to learn how to do it fast because the volume of the clothes was up there. I had to do so many coats and pants every day, and so it was a constant sewing jobs that I had to do. I loved it, but it gets to the point that all the jobs get, same thing all the time, and it gets boring. Doing the same thing doesn't really help with your creativity. And I like to be creative. I like to challenge myself sometimes, and I'm gonna do a coat that brings the shoulders in. So what you're gonna take is bring the shoulders like that, and that's a pretty challenge. So that will be probably in the next coming video. If you wanna check that out later when I post it. There's not a lot of people out there that is willing to mess with the armhole, and I like a challenge, and so I like to try it and see what happens, and usually it comes out pretty good. Okay, so what I did was I removed the collar and I opened it up, and as you can see, this one has glue. I don't like coats that have glue because it's just a really hassle to pull that out because it takes the integrity of the fabric and it stretches it out, and sometimes it's really hard to put it back. It won't mold back to its proper place. So even when you take it apart, you have to be careful, but you have to use strength. So it's a mix of gentleness and strength to pull it out to not stretch out the fabric. So what I'm gonna do after I remove that, you don't need to mess anything. You don't have to do what I'm gonna do is come back here and stitch right there, and then cut that out because it's gonna just get in the way and you still have to remove it. So let's move to the sewing machine. And I'm next to my sewing machine, and here is the collar. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna open this stitch up just a little bit, not too much. I'm gonna use my razor to open it up about that much. And we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Okay, now we got that. So now we're gonna open it completely up, even our seam allowance. I'm gonna stitch right above your guideline, not the one that you originally had, but the one underneath that you made the half an inch. So you're gonna put your presser foot right there on the edge. I don't know if you can see that. You're gonna put it right here. Doing a pressure foot, so you're gonna sew right about it, about less than a quarter. And I'm just gonna do a regular stitch. You don't need to lock it or anything like that. Just a straight stitch all the way through, and just guide yourself on the side of your foot on that line. And it's a regular foot, straight stitch. No fancy footwear. No high heels, no stilettos, just a regular foot. Alright, all the way through. The reason we're doing this is that way the middle stitch there doesn't come apart when you're working. It gives a little bit more stability. So, I don't know if you can see that. My thread is pretty, I think it's right there. You can blend in very well with the coat. Now, you're going to cut where you lined up where the original collar was. So you're going to grab your scissors and cut there, which is above the stitch that you just made. Okay, you don't want to cut on the stitch that you just made, you want to cut above.